Hey y'all, it's Melanie the Realtor, and today we're going to talk about how to buy a house. But before we get to all that, make sure that you hit subscribe below and tap that notification button so that you don't miss a single video that we put out to help you on your home buying journey. So now that we have that out of the way, today we're going to talk about how to buy a house. We're going to go through 5 steps. There's a lot more to it, but as long as you nail the first one, you're going to have somebody helping you along the way. So what is the first step in buying a house? I would say that the first step in buying a house is contacting a realtor. And you might be like, well, Melanie, obviously you're going to say that because you're a realtor, but hear me out. Buying a home is typically the biggest purchase somebody makes in their entire life. Do you want to get halfway through that process before you talk to an expert, or do you want to have somebody helping you along the way? I would suggest you should probably have someone helping you along the way, and that's where a realtor comes in. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to contact a realtor and basically say, hey, I want to buy a house. Maybe if you're a first-time home buyer, you say, hey, I'm a first-time home buyer. I'm not really sure what to do. A good realtor is not going to make you feel dumb for asking questions. A good realtor is going to be able to anticipate some of the questions you have and is going to be able to answer the questions that you still have left over. So you want to contact a realtor that is active in your local area, that is familiar with your area. You may have a random extended relative, in your family that's a realtor, but if they're, 2 or 3 hours away, they may or may not be the right choice for you. So you want to make sure that you pick a realtor that is active in your area, that is up to date with what's going on. So you're going to contact a realtor, and then the second step is with that realtor, you're going to discuss your timeline. You may be thinking of buying a house in 1 month, or in 4 months when your lease is up, or 6 months after a major holiday or after a birthday or something like that. You have your own timeline. If you're a teacher, it's not uncommon to kind of wait until spring break or the end of the school year because that just fits with your life better. And so your timeline is going to be unique to you. So what you want to do is you want to contact a realtor and you want to talk to them about the timeline because they can work backwards with you and say, okay, here's where you are. You want to buy a home in 2 months when your lease is up. These are the things we're going to get done. Okay, so you're going to contact a realtor, you're going to discuss your timeline, and then the third thing you're going to do is you are going to work with a lender. If you are wanting to buy a home within the next 3 months, you're going to work with a lender and get a pre-approval letter. And you can actually apply with several different lenders, and it won't hurt your credit. It's against the law for them to ding your credit for multiple inquiries within 30 days. Contact several different lenders, apply for pre-approval. If you're working with a realtor, they'll be able to guide you to some lenders that are good fits for you. And then that lender's going to give you a pre-approval letter. Because you want a pre-approval letter really for 3 reasons. Okay, so 3 reasons you want a pre-approval letter. 1, you don't want to overshop. What that means is if you have pre-approval letters and they're all around the 280 to 290 range and you're window shopping and you're going to view homes in the 325 to the 350 range, it's going to be really hard to bring your expectations down to what you can afford and what the banks are going to be able to loan you. And so it's really hard. You don't want to overshop your budget. Okay. The flip side is that you don't want to undershoot your budget. If a bank is going to approve you for $400,000 and you thought they were only going to pre-approve you for $300,000, that gives you a much wider range of what you can look at, find exactly what you're looking for. You don't want to, just like you don't want to overshop, you don't want to sell yourself short by undershopping. Now, there are all kinds of reasons to buy lower than your pre-approval, and all of those kinds of things go into it together, but that pre-approval is going to keep you from undershopping and it's going to keep you from overshopping. It's going to give you a nice range to look in. And then the third reason that you want a pre-approval letter is, let's say you go to a home and it's just been put on the market and it's amazing. When you put in your offer with the home, you want to put in your pre-approval letter so you can show them, hey, this is not going to take time. I've already gotten this pre-approval, so I'm already down the road. I'm a serious home buyer. I'm ready to go. There's just recently a home that I am helping. We're under contract now. The deal's not closed yet, but we're under contract now. And when we went to look at putting in an offer, the seller required a pre-approval letter. They weren't even going to take offers without a pre-approval letter. So if my buyer hadn't had that already, she could be missing out on the home that she's buying, and she's getting a beautiful home, an amazing deal. That home was going to go fast. So 3 reasons you want a pre-approval letter. You don't want to overshop, you don't want to undershop, and you want to be able to make a move as soon as you find the house that's right for you. You don't want to be delayed in that process because you don't want someone else to put an offer in first. and you don't want the buyer, or excuse me, you don't want the seller to think that you're not a serious home buyer and that you're just a window shopper. So step 1, contact a realtor. Step 2, discuss your timeline. Step 3, get your pre-approval letter. Step 4 is that shopping piece. This is where it gets real. Like maybe you've been, home shopping online and looking at a few things, blah, blah, blah. This is where it gets real. This is where you get to shop and you get to go and you get to look at homes with your realtor. They set up private showings for you. You can also go to open houses. Highly, highly suggest that you take your realtor with you for those as well, so that you don't need to take them back for another showing later. But realtors are the ones who are going to be able to have access to the lock boxes when you want to go view a home. They're going to be the ones setting up those appointments, all those kinds of things. They are going to they're basically your key to looking at homes. So contact your realtor, discuss the timeline, pre-approval, shop. And then when you're ready, the 5th step is to put in an offer and go under contract. So your realtor is the one that's going to help you with that. They will help you do the contract and submit it to the seller's agent. The seller will either accept it, they may send back some things to renegotiate, but step 5 is to make an offer and go under contract. And then after that, you're under contract, you're moving forward with that specific property with the specific terms that you have agreed upon with the seller. You'll do an inspection, you'll do an appraisal, your realtor will help you with all of those things, your lender will be the one that's in charge of the appraisal. All of those things ends up being a lot of paperwork on the lender's end. If there's something wrong with the inspection or the appraisal, it's an opportunity to renegotiate and possibly bring the price that you've agreed on for that home down a little bit. Your realtor will help you with all those things, and then you'll have closing day. And closing day is when the loan is fully funded by your lender and you become a homeowner. So 5 steps to buying a house. Contact a realtor, discuss your timeline, get your pre-approval letters, shop, go under contract. And then you're on your way to buying that home. And that's a really cool thing. So don't forget, if you have any questions, that you can leave a comment below. There's also in the description a link that says have Melanie call me. If you click on that, you can schedule an appointment at your convenience and I'll give you a call. And yeah, you can also, there's also some other videos down there that can help you on your home buying journey. So I hope I hear from you soon. I can't wait to hear how I can help you, and I hope you have a great day.